Plaintiff Carly Belding says at age 13, she started abusing pain pills, and by age 14, she was addicted to heroin. Carly claims she overdosed on heroin 11 times, but she's been sober for over a year now. Carly is suing her ex-girlfriend today for a security deposit and rent. Defendant Jessica Stanton dated Carly for a year, and she claims she was spiteful and malicious. Jessica claims once, after an argument, Carly sent Jessica a picture of Carly's naked ex laying in their bed. Jessica denies owing Carly for anything.
Start with you.
All right, so me and Jess met in high school, around middle school. We were both in different crowds. I lived a different lifestyle than her. I got into prescription pills at 13. Not too long after, I got addicted to heroin at 14. I was in addiction.
Where were your parents?
I just didn't listen. So I just did what I want. They tried to enforce rules, but.
Who turned you on to those?
My ex-girlfriend.
She was that age too?
She was older than me.
Okay, go ahead.
I was addicted for 8 years. In that 8 years, I overdosed 11 times.
Wow.
I was in jail. My whole entire stay in jail was about 2 years and a half.
For what?
Possession of drugs, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest.
Okay, go ahead.
And I went to jail last June, and I just really told myself that like this was gonna be the last time.
How many times was that?
Maybe like the 15th.
All right, and then what happened?
I just wanted to change. I was sick of living the lifestyle, so I joined drug court. It's a program that's about a year long. You have to do mandatory urine tests, mandatory counseling. It's a very intensive program. I graduated that program October 31st.
Yeah, you didn't volunteer for that though. Go ahead.
I did volunteer.
Okay.
It was either I'd be revoked or do drug court. So obviously I did drug court.
Ma'am, go ahead. I held drug court in Detroit when I was a judge for 5 years. I know how this goes, so I'm not going to debate with you. Go ahead, ma'am. What else? So you did well there, and how have you been doing since then?
I've been sober a year and 5 months.
Good. That's why drug court works. See, she was required to go into the program, and since that time, she's been clean. That's why it does work.
Too long after, I got addicted to heroin at 14. I was in addiction.
Where were your parents?
I just didn't listen. So I just did what I want. They tried to enforce rules, but.
Okay, go ahead.
I was addicted for 8 years. In that 8 years, I overdosed 11 times.
Defendant Jessica Stanton is being sued by her ex-girlfriend, who admits that she became a heroin addict at the age of 14.
You want to give me some background?
Okay, me and Carly are together for about a year. We started talking through Facebook online and reconnected, and we got a place together, and we started not to get along. Just
Why?
Arguing back and forth. She'd just be very malicious and spiteful towards me.
What type of things?
Like we had an argument, and I left. Like I walked out frustrated, and she sent me a picture of her ex-girlfriend naked in our bed that we had together. So I tried to work it out after then. And
she has no communication. She is immature. She does not want to commit. We signed a lease. She walked out immediately. About a month later, had me leave all the bills.
Why did she leave?
She just leaves over everything, every little thing. There is no communication.
She didn't give you what this little thing was?
A little thing as easy as.
No, this one, the one that caused her to walk out. You said she does
There's
it over
multiple
every
times
little...
she's walked out.
This one, the one on the way out the door. When she was walking, did she give you the little thing?
I don't remember what it was about.
Okay, so you don't know why she left. So tell me about the rent. How does she owe you for the rent? Let's get there.
We agreed that we would pay $300 each. She walked out, never took her name off the lease. She would come back, sleep there. I ended up moving out last month. And she told me she took her name off the lease, but I called the landlord. The landlord said that wasn't true.
Okay, so are you suing her for monies you had to pay the landlord or something?
I'm suing her
Why
for...
are you itching? What's up with that?
I'm sorry. I'm nervous. You're yelling at me.
Oh, please, much as you've been in front of a judge, you talk about you're nervous.
I'm really
the devil and the
nervous.
other judges weren't. Yeah, I know they didn't talk sweet to you.
They did.
I'm just the devil and the other judges aren't. Got it. How does she owe you for rent? Did you pay it or is it currently due and the landlord has sent you the bill? How does she owe you?
I have statements. She just moved out. She was supposed to pay $300. I have statements from my mom and dad. They had to help me pay rent because I couldn't afford it. I stayed there 8 months. The whole entire time, she did not pay rent once.
So you're saying she broke the lease, and as a result, you had to pay all the rent. Okay. And she's never paid while she lived there?
Correct.
And how long did she live there?
About a month.
Okay. Man, what do you say to this?
I paid for the month of May, which is the month I lived there. It was a month-to-month lease. Her mom paid the security deposit and first month's rent.
Month to month? When did you give them notice you were moving?
Right when I moved.
Okay,
I
that's the violation. You have to give 30 days in advance. Go ahead. What else?
I tried to get a hold of my landlord on several occasions. He would not get back.
All you got to do is submit the letter.
Yes, I advised.
You didn't do that?
I did submit the letter.
Okay, with 30-day notice?
Yes. And
You told me you didn't. You told me, I asked you, when did you tell him? You said the day you moved.
okay, I apologize. I did not give him the notice the day I moved. Things kind of happened in a rush, and I could not get a hold of him, and I sent him the letter like my local courthouse.
All
told
right,
me
and the
to do.
security deposit?
Was from my mom. I have
She
text
agreed to
messages.
pay you?
Yeah.
Okay. You say you have a text message where she agreed to pay. What do you say about the security deposit, young lady?
I did not pay because I told her I could not afford to move in with her, like, if I had to pay that. and
Okay, so you never agreed to pay it.
No.
All right.
Defendant Jessica Stanton is being sued by her ex-girlfriend, who admits that she became a heroin addict at the age of 14.
You have any evidence that she agreed to pay it?
She just stated that she wants to give her checks to it.
No, I'm asking about the security deposit. Show me where she has agreed to pay for the security deposit.
I mean, I don't have anything in writing, but I have the
Okay.
lease where she signed her name.
But she says she signed and you agreed to pay.
It says right here, I was like, because my mom and me are fighting because she said, your checks need to go to helping for the house. She said, yeah, I want to give my checks to it.
Security deposit.
Well, I don't have any proof of that.
Okay, well then.
I have proof of her signing the lease. Why would I pay all the security
That's not
deposit?
proof that she asked you to front the security deposit. Just because you signed the lease. She signed the lease. Can you put up the security deposit for me? Co-tenant, girlfriend?
But I would never do that.
I don't know. I can't grant you a judgment on that. You haven't proven it. With regard to the rent, she admitted to not giving enough notice. 8 months, she won a total of 8 months. It was month to month, so you don't get 8 months. All that's required is her to give 30-day notice. She did not do so, so I'm going to assess that. $600 is your judgment for the month she failed to pay, that you say, and the month that she failed to give notice for. You have not proven the security deposit. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I just hope to God that you leave me alone and do not contact me after this.
Dude, you, I have so many messages from her. I'm done. Over it.
Okay.
Done.
Bye. Peace out.